It is Wednesday, April the 23rd, and we're going to touch on that ICC thing that y'all keep poking me about. I see you. All righty, my darlings. A few of you have asked me to touch on this whole Jack Smith situation with Venezuela and The Hague and all of that, especially as someone who was holding out for Team Blue to do what they were supposed to do the first time around. And this is what I have to say about that, darling. I haven't touched on it yet because guess who has a warrant currently with the ICC? Net noodle not a yoo-hoo, okay? That dude has a warrant out for him right now, okay? And all he does is skibbity-dibbity bops around the countries that are likely to detain him, and he receives a red carpet reception here in America because we're the criminal club. It's not funny. Oh, it's not funny. So that's why I haven't touched on it, because there's only so much they could do, even if they decided to go ahead and issue some sort of penalization or admonishment or even a warrant. They themselves aren't the ones that are going to enforce it. It would be another country that would have to enforce it. And since the stench can't enter a whole bunch of countries because we put a felon in charge, because, you know, as long as it's this, any price, as long as it's one of these. Right now, we have we have a team of the worst of these that America could possibly scrounge together as a huge middle finger to the women and persons of color. It's all because we had Obama all those years ago. We now have a literal team of criminals and felons and addicts, and they're like, ha, yeah, owned. Like, all right, but you set the house on fire and we're all in it with you. Like, Enterprise. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, there are some interesting components there. All right. So here's the deal. Venezuela has been making complaints to the ICC over the mistreatment and what's happening with their people. El Salvador is interesting, right? Because Mr. I can't say the word I want to say even here. I'm going to be nice, but you know the word I would like to say. And if you don't, good for you. Don't look it up. Oh, that dude is an actual dictator day. So, you know, he's also really focused on covering his ass. So it's interesting. He loves his little bye-bye prison, but he also doesn't want a lot of negative world attention on it and on him right now. So we paid him to take a bunch of people that we just exported with no due process. At least 75% of them are innocent with no criminal history. All right. We took them from our country and sent them to a different country, paid that country to take them. And now that country is trying to cut a deal with their homeland saying, hey, we'll give you these innocent people that we were paid to take by America if you give us some of our criminals that are in your prisons back. And so, yeah, this could unfold in very interesting ways. But at the end of the day, darling, I'm not going to tell you to hold your breath and wait for someone else to step in, because right now, darling, it's the end of April. It's gonna be May, okay? Is it about to be May? It is about to be May. We're not waiting anymore, okay? I know you want me to tell you that all you have to do is hold your breath and sit back and relax and just wait, but we're not doing that anymore. We're not waiting. It's us. It's not Congress. It's us, okay? I know people are talking about impeachment again. Do you really want that? What's that going to do? That removes one. We need to clear house. So, I mean, you know, whatever you're willing to do, but let's keep in mind which things are going to have real results and which things are just going to kick a can down the road. You really want Vance in his pants? Vance in his pants is pissing off half the world because he can't keep his mouth shut, and he's like trying to emulate Grandpa's stench, and it's just coming out worse. So you just have two bullies pissing off the world, and if one gets out of the way, the next one rolling in isn't really that much better. We have to skip all of that. But I wanted to throw this out there because a lot of folks don't understand the whole due process thing. And, oh, well, if you're undocumented, then it doesn't matter. We should be able to do what we want. How many thousands of people, tens of thousands of undocumented Americans are living in Mexico right now? Okay. I hope Mexico does it. I so hope they do it. I hope they do it. If they were to crack down and start exporting Americans, not just sending them home. No. Rounding up Americans, bursting in their doors without warrants, without evidence, just because their name popped up in an AI search somewhere. Okay, breaking into their properties, taking them in the middle of the night, throwing them on planes and sending them, I don't know, let's pick somewhere. They're sending them somewhere overseas. Okay, they're sending them to Portugal. I'm just picking something. Okay, you're going to tell me that the Red Hats would be fine with that? That America would be fine with that? With American citizens being kidnapped in the middle of the night, having their homes broken into, have them put on planes to Portugal, and now America has to negotiate with Portugal to get its people back. You're going to tell me they would be cool with that? Of course they wouldn't be cool with that, but they're not going to think of it that way because they don't think of anything that way. They only think in terms of we're the best, everyone loves us, we have rights everywhere we go, no one can exclude us, we're amazing, we're the top, and that all needs to get knocked down. That needs to get knocked all the way down. It needs to be turned all the way down because this is a problem. This is a problem to the point where these people now think they have the right to sell human beings to countries that they are not from. And so, yeah, I hope another warrant goes out. But I mean, what I really would like to see is for someone to enforce it. And they can scoop him up along with Netanyahu. They can scoop them all up. That would be nice. But don't hold your breath for it, okay? I don't want you to sit on your laurels. Don't relax. Do not relax. Stay angry and get ready to get your hands dirty, all right? There's no Calvary. Like I said, it's going to be me. It's going to be May. So let's see. We've got the backing off of the tariffs where they're trying to still sound tough about it, but it's them backing away. They lost. They lost, and China is about to fully hold their feet to the fire on this because while they're trying to go, well, we're going to play nice. We're not going to play hardball. We're going to bring it back some. China's going, yeah, kiss the ring. Nope. Apologize. Be nice. Be respectful. Give us a real deal. Don't come at us with that attitude. None of that. And you know that team nepotistic narcissist cannot deal with that. So they're already like kind of backtracking again. They sent out the press secretary to go, well, no. We're not going to be lenient, because China's trolling them going, what losers. They're trying to bully us and they're losing because we make and hold the cards and all they have is a puffed chest and full diapers. Oh, so that's going to be fun. And remember, every time another country embarrasses him, we the people end up paying for that. So again, any price. This is corporate America in government. You're watching it. A bunch of unqualified chads just playing with the money. All right. We're paying for Unky Drunky Whiskey Pete to have a makeup room installed in the Pentagon. Okay, these super straight alpha males that love to talk about what makes men and have endless podcasts about manly men. He needs a makeup room in the Pentagon. Okay, and someone put it in my comments. He needs a place to drink where they're not looking, and I believe that as well. But darling, what is with these alphas and all their makeup? All of them, their makeups, their wigs, their garters, their heels, their lifts. I mean, come on, just come on out. Just come on out. Enough with this targeting other people and then using taxpayer dollars for your own private makeup rung, baby. Come on out. Okay, the water's fine. Oh my goodness. All right. I don't know if you saw, I believe it might be Oklahoma. It's one of those states where they are trying to make a felony out of gender identity fraud. Okay. So pay attention. For everyone who thinks they're going to be able to just stick their head in the sand and ride this out, there's always another group of people they are coming after. And if they make it a felony to identify as something other than what you were born as, guess who else can't vote? Guess who else is getting sent to Bye-Bye Island? You understand what we're saying? This goes beyond criminals and immigrants and, okay? Homegrowns mean everyone that isn't just like the clown circus that's in charge. If you don't fit in with that criminal lineup, out you go. They're going to criminalize you, your existence, and your life, and use as an excuse to get rid of you, while the criminals live it up on your dime. Lovely. Any price.